AccuWeather forecast. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
From local sports to national newsmakers, this is the show everybody is talking about. Live from the Granite State, it's Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Good morning and welcome to the Mike and the Hoss Show, powered by the Yum Shop and the Pulse of New Hampshire. I'm Mike Dene, and alongside Charlie Hossack, we are Mike and the Hoss. Charlie, did you thaw out after last night?
I did. It was crazy. So last night we had a doubleheader here. We had some playoff soccer, and then we had the Carroll County Championship football game. And most of you guys know I'm on part of the chain gang. And man, the temperature wasn't bad. It was probably high 40s, but the wind, oh my gosh! And holding the stick, it was like holding a sail. And it was I was pretty cold by 9:15 when the game finally ended. But yeah, it was good. It's a good night, a lot of fun. Love high school football, and it's great to be down on the field where the action is, of course. So it was good.
I went down for a little while to both games, and when I'm in the truck, it says 51 degrees, 50 degrees, 49. You're like, oh, that's not bad. Just put on my windbreaker, and then you get out there, and you're like, oh, I need layers. It was a cold night for the trick-or-treaters, I guess. I mean, it was a cold night for the trick-or-treaters. And I felt really bad for those trick-or-treaters that had those blow-up costumes because they were just basically floating away. Yeah. And their parents were holding them down. They had like tied them
like balloons. It's like the parade. Parade, right? Gosh,
so
it was good. Did you guys have a good Mike, I know what you did for Halloween. Dog, did you do any Halloween adventures?
I passed out candy to the kids, so...
Good. That's fun. Do you dress up?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's good. That's all.
I didn't see you yesterday, Charlie. Did you dress up?
Of course, I had a little costume on. Yes, I was dressed yesterday as a jack-o'-lantern. And what made my costume is Michelle made my costume, but I think what really adds to it is my stem that I wear on my bald head. It was awesome. It's a green stem and it's got stuff coming down, and maybe I'll show it to you later, Mike. So
no, it's okay. I'll pass. Halloween's over next year. All right. We got a good show today. We're going to play a game today. We're going to play a game of buy or sell. We're going to do that in our third segment. So we're going to try and get to there. It's going to be a fun one. And obviously Patriots, Bruins, Celtics, World Series, and a little Bill Belichick stuff that he's always seems to be in the news. So Mike and the Hoss is powered by the Yum Shop, located in the heart of downtown Wolfboro. Can be found on the Pulse of New Hampshire radio stations and all over the world on the Pulse of New Hampshire app. You can always catch up and listen to our previous shows on the Pulse Podcast Network, Spreaker, Audible, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Yum Shop has over 100 varieties of fresh baked goods, including six different types of bread, and a full-service ice cream bar, and, of course, their most famous item, the gingerbread cookie. Make sure to visit the Yum Shop the next time you're in Wolfboro or online at yumyumshop.com. And while you're there, enter the discount code of Mike and the Hoss to receive 20% off at Gingy Box. Now you can join our conversation, 603-228-2080, 603-228-2080. And want to thank the Heinz Group of Philadelphia and London for sponsoring our Facebook and YouTube live stream. And we also want to do a shout out to Maine Love Life Water. We will be in touch. Check your emails. Charlie and I are going to reach out to you very soon. And we'll leave it at that. All right. Opening takes brought to you by the Back Bay Boathouse,
where you can enjoy delicious food and drinks right next to the lake. Don't forget to order the $5 Mike and the Hoss penalty box during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. And I will be making an appearance tomorrow with some friends, we call it the Retired Coaches Group, for lunch tomorrow. So looking forward to visiting the Back Bay Boathouse in beautiful Wolfboro.
Awesome. I'll be quick. It's my turn this week to have the feel-good story. It's a feel-good story based on a sad story. So it's a little bit of both. I don't know if you caught in the news. It was kind of under the radar. Brad Marchand is going to be taking a leave of absence from the Panthers for a few games, and the reason why is because it's a sad story that ends up good. And phrase that correctly. His childhood friend from Halifax, Nova Scotia, his daughter passed, and she's 10 years old, died of cancer, and his name was J.P. McCallum, and also he and Marchand are the Marchand is a co-owner of this youth hockey team that his friend coached, and So they're doing this fundraiser for the daughter to raise awareness and so on. And Marshawn's going to be the honorary coach for a couple games. He's going to take a leave from the Panthers and go and coach. And it's a fundraiser. Obviously, it's a fundraiser, and they're going to be doing the raffle and his jersey and so on. But he's going to be on the bench coaching this youth hockey team for a couple games to help his friend out and to support his friend. Obviously, kudos to Brad Marchand. It's those good stories make you feel good about the world. But I want to do a shout out to the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
That the Florida Panthers are saying, yeah, go take care of your friend. Go do the right thing. We'll support you. And more of that stuff needs to happen. We see so often that players, so much attention gets on them when they take a leave of absence for a reason, for a death or so on. And there's discussion on whether it's legit. And we've talked about things on this show, paternity leaves and things like that. Good for the Florida Panthers. And I just want to leave it with that sometimes there's things that are bigger than the Panthers' November 1st hockey game in Florida. And what Marchand's going to do up in Halifax, Nova Scotia to help this community heal a little bit is much bigger than what he would do for the Panthers. I don't know who they're playing tonight, but I think it's a good story, and kudos to both the Panthers and Brad Marchand. Thoughts?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, my thoughts are obviously this is an amazing story, and obviously kudos to the Panthers, the NHL. And I'm hopeful that obviously that this is going to happen in life with other athletes and other teams and other leagues. And I'm hoping this kind of like sets the bar, sets the model that, it's okay to step away from a game. It's a game. And I understand it's big business, and I understand it's, people's livelihood, but it's when it comes down to it, it's a game. And what is the most important thing clearly is friends and family. And the fact that Brad Marchand is going to be able to have an impact, to raise awareness for childhood cancer, to raise funds to support not only his friend but that community. I think it's a beautiful story, Mike, and I'm glad that you brought this up. I did see it in the news, and it's not getting the attention that I want it to get, and I appreciate that you are giving it the attention that it deserves.
Okay, thank you. What do you got?
What do I have? Oh,
Yeah.
Start at the Panthers tonight. So, and this is good in the sense that Marchand's going to get a lot of support from his Florida Panthers brethren when it comes to raising funds, because selling merchant, bidding on items, this, that, and the other, as well as the Boston Bruins. You're going to have
You're right.
portions of this country that are going to be supporting this cause because Brad Marchand is going to be coaching this team for the next couple of games, and this is great on the NHL. So.
And I actually believe that because he's taking a leave of absence from the Panthers, going to put more attention on it. Whether rather than if he was doing this in July off season, it wouldn't put the level of attention that it is by taking that time off, by the Panthers being involved. And 100% agree with you, Dog. The Bruins, are going to do some sort of a shout out on this. It's going to bring more light to it and more positive attention anyway. And again, just so sorry for this family's loss. I can't imagine. Hopefully this helps with the healing a little bit.
Yeah. My opening take has to do with, we the other day, it has to do with us watching sporting events is what the take is. But we talked the past couple of shows, we talked about, what our favorite experiences of games to go to. And I think a lot of, it was unanimous that it was baseball for all of us. But, games that you want to attend and games that you want to watch on TV and games that you don't want to attend. And NFL, I think, was one of the ones that we really don't want to go to. We like the experience of the tailgating and all that stuff, but actually being in the stadium we don't like. Well, here's another option, and I'm sure you guys have seen this. The name of the company is COSM, COSM. It's the COSM Experience, and I've been doing a little research on it because I was just like, man, this may be the future of sporting events where you actually don't have to go to the actual sporting event, but you go to this COSM Experience. And what it is, it's immersive technology. It's like a large dome-like LED screens that wrap around a seating area. So kind of I'm thinking in terms of like the Omni Theater type of experience that you get
IMAX,
IMAX that you get down in Boston at the Museum of Science and so forth. So that IMAX, but it's giving you different angles of the game. that you're seeing that aren't seen obviously on these traditional broadcasts. The seating in the atmosphere, it feels like an arena. There's multiple levels of seating, so you can buy the general admission, you can buy the luxury box, whatever you're the premium stuff. The food and drink, you're going to be able to get your favorite ballpark foods, your burgers or dogs, your beer, whatever, delivered right to your seat. And then these unique camera angles, like they put you in the dugout if you're watching baseball. They put you on the sidelines with the coaches calling the plays in football. And it's just really this complete immersive experience. And you take away the 100,000 people and the parking and all this craziness, and you have a kind of more of an intimate experience. But you're there. Weather's not an issue. You're comfortable. It's climate controlled, of course, because you're inside, and you get to see things that you would never see if you were just sitting in your seat. You can only see so much, right, from where you're sitting. And this kind of brings you into a world that you've never seen, an experience that you are never going to have unless maybe you were a player or a coach. And I'm pumped. I want to do this. I want to be part of one of these experiences for a game. And it doesn't matter what the game is, just to be able to see what it feels like. And I think I'm all in, because could this potentially replace the actual experience of, going to the game. And I'm thinking in terms of where we live, right? So driving, let's use Foxborough, for example, go to the Gillette Stadium. It's an adventure. You got to drive a couple hours, you got to park, you walk to the stadium, and then you're going to sit in traffic for multiple hours after the game, after you've experienced this. And now, you can roll up to one of these Cosm experiences. You can park your car, you walk in, you enjoy the game. And when you're done, you use the bathroom and get in your car and leave. And it's not as crazy. What are your thoughts?
My first thought is cool. My second thought is, ugh.
Why?
Because this is going to turn into, everybody's going to put a headset on at home, sitting at their chair at home, and you're going to put on VR glasses, and you're going to be watching the games through your VR glasses. And we get farther and farther away from person-to-person, face-to-face contact. And I see this as just another step in that direction. We're heading towards Ready Player One. If you're not familiar with the movie, it's just a completely immersive life that you're headed to, and that's what this is going to be. And every time that something new in technology comes out, it's just another step closer. But in the same breath, I'm going to say, cool, I want to try it. I just think that it's just another step to society.
Let me
downfall society.
Let me interject. Mike, we can go to this. The three of us can go to this together. So we're still going to have social experience together in this thing. I'm not putting on a virtual headset. And I understand you're saying this is the next step to get there.
Yes.
But let's talk about this experience. We're not there. All right, this experience, it's still a social event. We're still hanging out, having beers together and eating hot dogs. We're still high-fiving each other when someone hits a home run and scores a touchdown. It's still an experience. And there's other people there that are going to be maybe rooting for the other team. So you're still going to have that banter. That's
again, it's cool, but it's another step in the degradation of society. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's neat. I'd like to try it, but it's just another step towards the inevitable doom. So that's what I'm saying.
What do you think, Doug?
It's a Gen Z thing for sure. I got to tell you, I think it really is. It's marketed towards any generation, but I think this is a definite Gen Z thing. I've seen this, by the way, guys, for WWE. What they'll do is that during one of their breaks in the match, or they have next match, when the match is over, they get to the next one. Instead of doing a commercial break, they'll show this immersive experience at like WrestleMania or another premium live event that they have. So I am familiar with that, and I know that the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers in this World Series have essentially had something akin to this for people who couldn't get to Rogers Center or Chavez Ravine sold out. So in that regard, I think it works, because if you can't get, as you mentioned, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts is an adventure. It ain't in your backyard. You got to go a little bit of a ways. Whereas this immersive kind of deal puts you in places that you've never gone before. As you said, the coach, only maybe coaches and players could get the vantage point of, but as a fan experience, it's ultimate. I do want to try it just to kind of see what it's like. That's all.
Right. I would like to try it, but that the next thing you know, you're going to be buying NFL subscriptions for VR glasses to do this. And
I don't know. Yeah,
which
maybe.
is not
But,
out of the realm of possibility.
yeah. But
It's coming.
so yes, so we're all on board. We all want to try it. But what I'm saying is, here it is. Here's my pitch to you guys. Have an open mind when we go and experience this, because if this potentially could replace in a positive way the actual experience of going to the game, then at least just be open to it. I don't know. It could be awful. It could be terrible.
No,
but
it's going to be amazing. It's
could-
going
yeah.
to be amazing. Most technology, new technology is amazing. It's going to be amazing. But replacing the actual going to the game is a negative thing. And what comes next is a negative thing. But it's going to be amazing. This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing, and we're going to say, why do I want to go down to Foxborough when I can just go down to the IMAX? And it's going to, and I could pay $15 to get into the IMAX instead.
So thank you for saying that, because here is really where my take is. Could this potentially open up an opportunity to get even a larger fan base for the sport? So maybe those people that weren't necessarily ever going to go to Foxborough to watch the Patriots play are like, hey, there's a Cosm experience 10 miles down the road. I'm going to go there. And oh my goodness, I've just become an NFL fan. I've just become a Patriots fan.
I know I'm a naysayer here, but the next steps on this is going to be, why do the teams have to travel? Why don't we just have a central location like they did that virtual golf thing last winter? We'll just have a virtual golf thing, right? Or a virtual football thing. The teams don't need to travel. We don't need to put them on planes anymore. Everybody plays in one stadium. The fans are going to be virtual anyway. And it's just that next step. And that thing is coming, Charlie. And yes, this is amazing. And Dog showing the kind of the whole thing on our Facebook feed. But it's just, yes, it's amazing, but it's replacing the real thing. And I think long term, it's going to be a negative. We got to go to break. We'll be right back.
No radio, no problem.
You can listen to the Pulse of New Hampshire anywhere. Just ask your smart device to play
The Pulse of NH.
We do things the right way, the ethical way. Ethical Home Pro, Ethical Home Pro.
Do you feel that chill in the air? You know what that means. Don't get caught with a heating system that's not up to task before winter settles in. Now it's the time to call for your annual maintenance visit from Ethical Home Pro, located in Bedford. They'll keep your system running smooth and efficiently, saving you money on fuel, which helps prevent costly breakdowns in the future. Call Ethical Home Pro today at 603-216-2593 to schedule your maintenance, or visit their website at ethicalhomepro.com. And if you mention this ad, you can save $20 on your service plus $10 off any repairs. That's ethicalhomepro.com. They do things the right way, the ethical way.
We do things the right way, the ethical way. Ethical Home Pro, Ethical Home Pro.
It's winter prep time at Sear Lumber, and we're ready to supply you with all things needed to get those projects done. How's your roof looking? Does it need some repairs or even a replacement for the heavy burden of snow and ice this winter? We stock IKO brand roof shingles and all accessories for your roofing projects. Looking for metal roofing? Sear Lumber is your standing seam roof source, and we'll help you estimate the cost of materials for your roof free of charge. Keep the family warm this winter with New England wood or Valvey hardwood pellets delivered to your location by truck and forklift. Make sure your windows aren't bleeding your dollars away with cracked seals or breaks. We have a huge variety of vinyl replacement windows, Anderson wood and vinyl windows, as well as Therma-Tru insulated fiberglass or steel doors. At Sear Lumber, we believe in value for your money. It's not too early to pick up your winter supplies. Stock up on rock salt, shovels, everything you'll need to get through our New Hampshire winter. We're conveniently located right off Exit 7 on I-89. Stop in and see us today, and we'll get you ready for winter. Open 7 days a week, online at SearLumber.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again.
How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
You're listening to the Granite State's own Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Yeah. Wolfboro, legends quick to lay. Mike on the mic, playing balls. Wolfboro, broad nights where the snow gets tossed. Talking stocks, thanks for the swagger of flaws.
603-228-2080. I like coming back in with the rap.
Yes.
Makes me feel young again. We're gonna mix up our order of things that we're doing today. We don't have a lot of New Hampshire sports to talk about. We don't have any New Hampshire sports to talk about. But New Hampshire sports is brought to you by Bailey's Bubble.
Family owned and operated Bailey's Bubble in downtown Wolfboro serves the finest ice cream in the state, May through October. If you can't make it to Wolfboro for ice cream, you can still order their hot fudge, panucci, and butterscotch sauces at baileysbubble.com. My favorite is their homemade hot fudge. When placing your order, don't forget to tell them that Mike and the Hoss sent you. And I also want just a quick reminder that today's trivia is sponsored by Bailey's Bubble. So you're going to get a double dose of Bailey's Bubble today, a chance to win a gift card, so that if you want to hold on to it until next summer, that's fine. Or you can order any of their sauces online at baileysbubble.com. So thank you, Bailey's Bubble.
So, as I said, we're going to flip things around because we are going to play a game. We're going to do a game in our last segment. Right now, we'll just cover the Bruins, cover the Celtics, and a little Belichick stuff. Let's just real quickly. Let's start with the Celtics. They won last night. Was last night's game, right?
They beat the 76ers.
They won last night.
Mike, in the NBA Cup, the exciting NBA Cup.
Okay. I didn't know it was the NBA Cup until I came in here this morning. So it's not that exciting. I think the big question with the Celtics, they're 3-3 right now. I guess they've won 3 in a row. They don't look good. It's just the whole thing doesn't look cohesive with the Celtics right now. It seems like there's guys playing out of position. I can't tell you what the offense looks like. I know Joe Mazzulla will tell you that it's about 2-on-1s, and you just got to get 2-on-1s. But they're hucking up more threes than they did last year, which is incredible because they were setting records last year with the number of three-pointers, and it didn't work out for them. Peyton Pritchard, sorry, Charlie, he doesn't look like a starter. He doesn't. And I think that when the sixth man of the years move into starting position, it often fails because there are 6 men that they're playing against the other 2s, and they're able to match up better against those 2s. And I think Peyton Pritchard he's not a 1. He belongs against the 2s. He's a very good playing against that level, but he's getting exposed. He was supposed to be a sharpshooter. It's easier to be a sharpshooter when you're playing against guys that are 6'5", 6'6", but now he's going against the 6'9" and 6'10" guys, and he can't elevate.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is a problem. So it just doesn't look good right now. I know they won last night, but they really shouldn't have. They gave up a huge lead last night, and questionable calls coming down the end, there is every time.
I don't know how to figure this out. I mean, certainly I'm not going to. I'm not coaching the Celtics, but just the fact that they get off to these large leads and it's just the same old. Like, you have to stick around because you know that they're going to give up a lot of points in the second half, specifically usually the fourth quarter, and it's just they can't finish. I don't understand.
Because the ball goes in the basket at the beginning of the game because they're shooting without stress. At the beginning of the game, they're not tight. You get to the fourth quarter, it matters a little bit. Things tighten up. The ball doesn't go in the basket from 17 feet or whatever the three-point line. You got to get to the foul line. You got to get to the paint. And they don't do that. They still huck up threes more than any other team. They're putting threes up more than the greatest three-point shooter that's ever lived in Steph Curry. They're shooting more than him, and it doesn't make any sense. And last night they were shooting, I don't know, it was like 25% for a while from the threes.
Yeah.
The bigger thing is it's bad basketball. It's not very. You can watch me come down the court and shoot threes just like them. It doesn't make them special.
Right.
What makes them special is the stuff that they can do around the net, the passing, all those kinds of things. And but hucking up threes it's boring basketball, and it's really hard to watch. And I'm not rooting for it. This is just another reason why I don't like the NBA. I like college basketball. I don't like the NBA because it's turned into this 3-point bonanza, and the Celtics are leading the pack on that. So, and it's the NBA Cup. They play tonight.
Yes.
Pre-game 7:30. They're playing the Houston Rockets, and our affiliate at Bet This told us that they're underdogs for this game. So tip off at 8:05. Dog, yeah, tip off at 8:05. So, Bruins.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what they are. I don't know what the Bruins are. They're not tanking yet. They're 6-7. They're coming right after our show today. They're picking. You did it again. You got me on the 6-7. Dog doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the whole school thing.
I just don't like it.
You can't. I played a numbers game with the kids yesterday, and it was just a silly Halloween numbers game, and you have to say out numbers. And every friggin' time 6-7 came up, the game stopped, and everybody laughed, and then we had to start up again. It was really frustrating. As a math teacher, this whole 6-7 thing is really tough to deal with.
Right.
So. And you can't eliminate those. It used to be 69 was the number that everybody geeked out about, but no, now it's 6-7 that everybody does it. So
that means 65 will be the next one, right?
Probably.
I hope so.
Minus them by 2 each. 6, 9, 7, 5. Yeah, great.
So the Bruins are following us again. They're playing the Carolina Panthers. Dog has them in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Carolina Hurricanes, not the Panthers.
Oh, Carolina Hurricanes. Sorry, wrong. Cross sports.
That would be fun.
On the Packers tomorrow.
Okay,
it'd be fun to see the Panthers play hockey, though.
It would be
better at that than they are at football.
I don't know. I don't know what the Bruins are yet. I just know that Jeremy Swayman should not be the starting goalie. That's what I know, and that contract was probably one of the worst goalie contracts that has been signed in the last 10 years. He's not a one. He's not. I'm sorry, he's not. Yeah. And Korpisalo is playing significantly better than he is right now. And it's probably going to be Swayman tonight because Korpisalo was Thursday. Although they gave Korpisalo back-to-back games because he is playing better. So maybe Marco Stern he's made a point to sit guys. He sat Pasternak. He sat McAvoy, and maybe he's sending a message to Swayman that you got to play well. You have to play well, especially in his system where it's all defense. It's packet in defense. They get outshot just about every night, but they're figuring out what their plan was. Not for them to win games 6-2, 6-4. Right. Those that the plan was to be 3-1, 2-1. Those were the plan. That's the plan for his system. You can't do that when Swayman's letting up 5.
Right.
Thoughts on the Bruins?
I mean, I'm actually surprised at their current record that you already mentioned, because I thought they were going to have more losses. The fact that they're kind of, getting close to 500, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that the Bruins were going to come out. I'm not a huge Swayman fan. You guys know that from last year when they first signed him for that huge contract, and I thought it was a terrible idea. I liked the old system when he shared responsibilities with Ullmark. I thought that was just a better way to do it, and I understand you couldn't pay both of them, but yeah, I think it's a terrible signing, and now we're seeing clearly that it has been a bad signing.
Yeah. 2 minutes on Belichick in the Hall of Fame. He has advanced to the list of 12 coaches being considered for the Hall of Fame this year. It's his first year of eligibility, so obviously he's eligible to make it. Does he make it? Or is the NFL going to send a message that, like the NFL has been sending the message for the past 2 years to Belichick that we don't want you?
So, I mean, I think this. So he's obviously, we know he's got 333 career wins. He's shy of Don Shula with 347. The career wins are regular season and playoffs. He's got 31 playoff victories, which is the most in NFL history. 6 Super Bowl titles. Obviously, we know about New England, and he got 2 more as a defensive coordinator when he was with the Giants. I don't think there's any way he doesn't go in on first ballot. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and I think he goes in on the first ballot.
By what you just said, sure, but he can't get a coaching job in the NFL. And the way I see it, Belichick made 3 colossal mistakes. One is to let Brady go. That's the first one was to let Brady go, to think that it was more him. 2 was to not retire when Brady went. He should have had a plan that he was going to go out with Brady, but he was pigheaded and he thought it was about him. And then 3 was not to retire after he made the playoffs with Mac Jones. He should have. There was a little bit. The buzz on Belichick was positive at that point that he took another quarterback and he made the playoffs. Even though they got blown out in the first round, he took another quarterback and he didn't win, but there was still shine. Since then, it has gone so downhill that he's a laughingstock of the NFL, not just the NFL, but basically of all of football. He is a laughingstock, and I don't know if he gets in. I don't think many laughingstocks get into the Hall of Fame first ballot. Dog, what are your thoughts?
I think he does get in. I think the body of work that Charlie was talking about, I don't think there's a cabal that's going to keep him out, unlike with Jerry Jones, who's going to do whatever he can to keep out Bob Kraft out of the owner's side of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I don't think it's going to work that way for Bill Belichick. I don't think he's ever going to get a coach in the NFL ever again, but
There's a contingency. I disagree with you. I think there is a cabal of organizations that are mad about the Belichick cheating, about Spygate particularly. I think Spygate has left the mark on it, that because he was pushing the rules for a long time, and he got caught with Spygate, and there's real questions about how long he was doing that and what advantage he did have. So I think that it's not Deflategate. I think Spygate could be the one that holds him up. So,
we shall
see.
All right. We shall see.
We will. All right, when we come back, we're going to do some trivia.
News, information, and discussion. This is 107.7 WTPN.
We hear it all the time. I wish I'd known about this sooner. Why didn't my doctor tell me this could help? Hi, this is Dr. Stephanie and Dr. Brooke from Crossroads Chiropractic. After 25 years on the radio, we hope you know that misalignments in your spine could be the cause of unwanted secondary health conditions like neck pain, sciatica, low back pain, migraine headaches, and even things like asthma, digestive problems, or infant colic.
Shifts in the spine, called subluxations, can happen at any age, from slips and falls, car accidents, poor posture, sports, and even the birth process.
We hope you know that only chiropractors are qualified to detect and correct subluxations in the spine.
Make a date with us. Find out how chiropractic can help you with an initial visit at Crossroads Chiropractic. This month, a complete exam with any necessary x-rays is just $59 at our 4 convenient locations in Pembroke, Meredith, Bedford, and Epping. Call 603-575-9080 or visit us on the web at crossroadschiropractic.com.
Attention homeowners, do you have missing, torn, or curled shingles, or maybe finding pieces of shingles on the ground? These are signs that your roof may need replacement. Your roof is key to your investment of your home, so you are going to want a reliable and experienced roofing company to install a new roof. You are going to want New Heights Roofing. Don't let the tough New Hampshire weather take further toll on your roof. Protect your home with a new roof before it leaks with New Heights Roofing. New Heights Roofing is fully insured, giving you peace of mind knowing that your home is in good hands. New Heights Roofing serves the greater Concord area and even provides full financing. Whether you need a new asphalt shingle or even a sleek metal roof, they have the skill and professionalism and are certified in installing high-quality shingles from GAF, ensuring durability and longevity. New Heights Roofing also installs metal roofing, windows, and vinyl siding. Don't risk your home with a compromised roof. Schedule your free consultation today at newheightsroofingnh.com. New Heights Roofing, taking your home to new heights.
Hi, I'm Colonel Mark Hall of the New Hampshire State Police. Tune in every Thursday morning at 9:20 for your New Hampshire State Police segment on Good Morning New Hampshire with Jack on the Pulse of New Hampshire to learn about what we do for public safety in New Hampshire.
Jason LaCroix here from AutoFair. Our team is proud to sponsor your New Hampshire State Police segment on Good Morning New Hampshire. We believe it is important for the community to know more about the men and women who work on the front lines of public safety. Tune in each Thursday morning at 9:20 for your New Hampshire State Police segment brought to you by the team at AutoFair.
If you've been having your McDonald's sausage McMuffin with an iced coffee from somewhere else, now's the right time to reconsider.
Wake up to a warm sausage McMuffin with egg for $3 and add your favorite any size iced coffee in caramel, black, or French vanilla for just $1.29 during breakfast hours only. Prices and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer.
Get in touch with the show anytime at thepulseofnh.com and on the free-to-download Pulse of NH app. Now, back to Mike and the Haas on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
03-228-2080. We're gonna do the Express here. We're gonna do trivia. We're gonna do poll. We're gonna talk World Series, and we're gonna do our picks in this segment, Charlie. So talk fast.
All right, we got a lot to do. Bailey's Bubble, thank you so much for sponsoring trivia today. Don't forget, guys, you can win a gift card that you can use online at baileysbubble.com to purchase any of their delicious sauces. All right, 603-228-2080. Here is today's trivia, sponsored by Bailey's Bubble. What event occurred in 1994 that caused the World Series to be canceled? What event occurred in 1994 that caused the World Series to be canceled? 603-228-2080, 603-228-2080 for a chance to win a Bailey's Bubble gift card.
All right, quick minute on the World Series. Game 7 tonight. Really interesting last out of the game last night. That they doubled off second base. Kiki Hernandez, former Red Sox Kiki Hernandez, made the play. The Dodgers bats have gone quiet. I'm really happy, though, this game's gone 7. I had the Dodgers at 6. I think that makes it more interesting, which is going to be the topic of our poll question, Dog. Go for it. Poll question. Sorry, Charlie. Go.
Sorry,
Go, Charlie.
I'll be quick. I just frustrated last night with the World Series game. Obviously, I'm all in on the Blue Jays. It's going to be Max Scherzer versus Shohei in Game 7. The ball that got stuck, was it really stuck? And here's the other thing: even if it was stuck, I mean, why should this happen in a Major League Baseball stadium? They're not playing in the backyard. All right, the fences should be. So I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated by all of that. I don't really think it was stuck, but
it was stuck enough. It was stuck enough. If he goes to reach for it, but if he goes to reach for it, then that's it. So I think he made the right call. It looked stuck. It wedged in there.
Fine, but you know what? I hope the Blue Jays beat the Dodgers tonight. Go Toronto.
All right, there you go.
It's going to be an Ahad situation, guys. It says Shohei versus Scherzer. I don't want to say in name only because, again, it's an Ahad. It's all hands on deck. I don't expect either of these guys to last particularly too long in this game tonight for whatever reason, whether it's ineffectiveness, hunches from the managers, or analytics, which has doomed some teams in the World Series. Tampa Bay Rays against LA in 2020. The poll question, guys, do Game 7s, do they have to go Game 7s in championship series like the Stanley Cup, like the World Series, like the NBA Finals for the series to be intriguing? Yes or no?
Okay. And last week we talked about prop betting, and Dog, you said it was 100% that people do not want the individual prop bets.
Should individual player prop bets be eliminated on sports gambling sites? 100% yes.
All right. As we said, we're going to move up our picks because we're going to be playing a game of buy or sell in our last segment. So we're going to do our picks right now. Charlie, 2 5-0 weeks. He is making a comeback right now. I'm still in first place. Just wanted to put that out there. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm going to try and do a little rope-a-dope here down the stretch in the last half of the season to kind of stay there. Our first game this week is the Vikings at the Lions. I guess it's still me because I'm in first place, right?
Yes.
So Vikings at the Lions. I think the Lions are for real, and so I get Lions.
Yeah, I agree. I take the Lions. The Lions are going to beat Minnesota.
Dog?
Lions.
We got the Colts at the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers coming off the loss to Green Bay. Colts, again, they're playing better than anybody thought they would play. Potential MVP and Jonathan Taylor. I get the Colts. I think the Steelers are frauds.
Yeah, I agree. Jonathan Taylor, man, what a heck of a running back. The Colts are going to beat up the Steelers.
Dog?
It's unanimous. The Colts.
All right. Next game, which is potentially the game of the year, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are considered the #1 odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl this year, and the Buffalo Bills, who've scuffled a little bit off and on this year. I think that the Bills are, even though they won big last week, I still think they're muddling a little bit. I still think they're trying to find themselves. The Chiefs, though, are starting to get on a heater. I get the Chiefs.
Finally, we disagree.
Yeah, I knew you would go Bills.
In Allen, we trust. They're going to be in Buffalo. I cannot stand the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't like anything about them. Buffalo Bills, baby, are going to roll.
Dog?
I got Kansas City. This is the game of the year until next week. Next week's Monday Night Football is going to be the game of the year. The Packers and the Eagles.
Okay.
All right.
The Seahawks at the Commanders. Commanders are struggling. Seahawks 5-2. There wasn't a ton of great games this week. Commanders have so many injuries. It's really hard to pick them. So I'm going to go Seahawks.
This is the
I
Sunday
know the
night
trouble. What's that?
Yeah.
This is the Sunday night football game.
Yeah.
This is the best we could come up with, folks. We couldn't have Chiefs Bills. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. When is the so I'm going to pick the Seahawks as well. But when is the NFL going to actually start doing some more flexing and getting better games? So
exactly.
Dog, who do you got?
I'm going to take the Seahawks.
All right, and then the last game, the Falcons. Sorry, the Falcons at the Patriots. Patriots are the talk of the league. Won 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 4 in a row, and not by a little bit. Drake May in the MVP conversation. To your question, Charlie, you would put down, when are they going to start flexing the Patriots into these games, because they play at 1:00 every single week. But that's what you get when you were a crappy team last year.
Correct.
I think the Patriots are still going to roll. I'm looking for them to trip up at some point. I don't think it's this week. I think the Falcons are sneaky good. We see them play really well this year, so I think the Patriots are still going to roll. It has their attention.
All right. Patriots
Charlie?
will be, after this week, the Patriots will be 7-2. Patriots beat the Falcons.
Dog?
The Patriots have a commanding 28-3 lead, and then it evaporates. Bijan Robinson. Falcons win.
Wow.
I love it.
So the way I see this, the way that these picks went, I am guaranteed to be in first place next week, no matter what happens.
Yeah,
so
that's true. I just want to let me do the trivia one more. Let me do the trivia before we go to break. Number is 603-228-2080, 603-228-2080. What event occurred in 1994 that caused the World Series to be canceled? A chance to win a Bailey's Bubble gift card.
Okay, we'll be right back with Buy or Sell.
107.7 WTPL, the pulse of New Hampshire.
Are you someone who loves networking and seeking a new opportunity to grow financially? Are you tired of the same old 9-to-5 job where every day is the same? If so, here at Penny Media, the home of this radio station you're loving right now, we're accepting resumes for dynamic and driven marketing consultants to join our team. If you're passionate about radio, music, events, digital, and the idea of helping businesses grow, it's time we met. Our marketing consultants have the autonomy to create their own schedule, say yes when others say no, enjoy comp plans like you've never seen in media sales, and spend their days in the communities that matter to them. At Penny Media, you'll be a crucial part of our team that is dedicated to helping businesses succeed while enjoying the process. And the best part? No income limits. The harder you work, the more you can earn. To learn more and submit your resume today, simply text opportunity to 78,000. That's opportunity to 78,000. We can't wait to meet you.
Hey, at Total Wine & More, you'll love what you find this Halloween.
Thirsty.
Oh, hey, Frankenstein. Did you enjoy that Cabernet?
Oh, good. Want margarita?
Well, all the villagers are raving about this tequila.
Ooh,
And we have it at the lowest price in town.
economical.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
If your vibe is the earlier the better, Lowe's early Black Friday deals are a no-brainer. Get up to 35% off select major appliances, and rewards members get free delivery, haul away, basic installation, and a 2-year Lowe's protection plan when you spend $2,500 or more on select LG major appliances. Valid through 11/4. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change. LG member offer excludes Massachusetts, Maryland, Wisconsin, New Jersey, and Florida. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription
prescription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
You're listening to the Granite State's own Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Charlie came to me this week and he says, we need a game. He says, you're good at games, so you put together a game. And so, yes, I'm stealing this from, buy or sell is certainly not a unique game to Mike and the Hoss. We've done it before, but it's a lot of fun. And so I'm going to read a statement, and these guys are going to decide to buy it or sell it. And these are statements that I believe are true. And so if they believe it are true, they're going to buy it. And if they don't think it's true, then they're going to sell it. So are you ready, gentlemen?
I am ready.
All right. These are not just sports centric. I did bounce around a little bit, especially at the end, and it looks like we're going to have time to get to the end. All right. The Patriots will make it to at least the divisional round of the playoffs. The Patriots will make it to at least the divisional round of the playoffs. Buy or sell?
Okay. I am all in. I'm buying. The Patriots are going to make the playoffs.
No, that's not what I said.
What?
The divisional round. So
I'm sorry.
They're going to go beyond the wild card round.
My bad. I am still going to buy. I guess because I'm a homer. Yes.
Dog?
I'm going to sell because I'm not a homer. And I think, again, the Patriots, 8-9 wins. They don't make the playoffs. I'm waiting for a second half slide. That's why I picked the Falcons.
Good for you. All right. Drake May is a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I'm buying. I think he potentially, if he continues on the track that he is, he's a top 3 quarterback. So I am buying.
Dog?
Yes, he is, because, again, the young quarterbacks, him and Bo Nix, are really showing the NFL something of the new generation of these quarterbacks. Bye.
Mike Vrabel is the primary reason for the Patriots' resurgence.
I'm going to sell on this. He is an extremely important part of the Patriots' resurgence, but I am going to go with schedule as number 1. Dog?
I'm going to buy this because, again, Vrabel's been here before, whereas Gerard Mayo was not a head coach anywhere previously in the NFL. He was a defensive player and then became a head coach, became the successor to Bill Belichick. With Vrabel, though, and look at the confidence that he's able to get out of a guy like Drake May. Look what he did with Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee for all those years.
Okay.
I've heard some talk about Ryan Tannehill maybe coming to the Patriots to back up, to upgrade their backup. All right, here we go. A little baseball. Shohei Ohtani is the greatest baseball player in Major League Baseball history.
So I'm currently in line. I've got my credit card out to maybe make this purchase to buy it, but I'm not quite there yet because I still think about other players such as, of course, Babe Ruth. So selling right now.
Okay. Dog?
Selling. Willie Mays, baby. Willie Mays.
What's it going to take for, I'm just curious, what's it going to take for him to get into your buying?
Longevity.
Has to pitch a no-hitter in the World Series at the same time, hit a game-winning home run. There you go. In the World Series.
No. For me, it's longevity. Let him longevity. Let him play for another, 7 to 10 years, and then we'll see where his statistics are.
So if he does what he's doing for 7 years, you would say he's the greatest baseball player?
Yeah, it'd be hard probably not to argue that point. Yes.
Okay. The Bruins will make the playoffs.
Ooh, I'm going to sell. I know they're currently 3-3, but yeah, I'm selling on this.
Dog?
I'm selling it as well. I think maybe next year or the year after that, Marco Sturm is a defensive coach, and that's good. But again, the Bruins, some of these matchups are not working for them. It's going to take a little while. And I don't know if, and as you guys mentioned, the Sway Hay kid, we'll see if he's really the answer or not. It's not looking good so far.
I gave, guys, just I gave the wrong record. The Celtics are 3-3. I'm not telling you what the Bruins record is. We know.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Swayman is Swayman is also the Team USA goalie, and which is he plays significantly better in that stuff than he does with the Bruins. But I think he's holding them back. All right. The Celtics will make the playoffs.
Oh boy, the Celtics, as I said, are 3-3. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about this team. Yeah, they're 3-3. It's early. I'm not convinced. So I'm actually selling.
Dog.
I'm going to buy because again, Anthony Simons. I think it's going to take some time for him and Jaylen Brown together to gel. But as you guys mentioned, Peyton Pritchard probably not a starter if they want to go down that road and shoot threes all the time. That's not a good road to go down. You're not the Golden State Warriors. Knock it off. Got to start playing a different kind of thing. We'll see if Missoula can get a different game plan. But the East is wide open. There's some injuries, with the Indiana Pacers. They're kind of Cavaliers are kind of as well. So I think it's an open wide East for them to get in.
They'll find 38 to 42 wins. They'll find them, and that's going to do it. And they'll get to the playoffs as a play-in maybe. And despite Missoula, they'll get there despite Missoula. All right, Bill Belichick will coach I'm sorry, no, that's wrong. Tiger Woods will win another major.
I don't think so. I think the glory years of Tiger Woods, as much as I like Tiger Woods, he's getting older. I don't think he has it in him. Sell.
So you sell. Thank you. Dog.
I'm going to sell as well. I think the leg injuries is too much, and especially these long courses, the big ones where he can't physically walk long much anymore, much less play golf when that happens. He's already tiring himself out when he gets to the next hole. He's got to walk that. He doesn't have the advantage of having a cart do it for him.
Right.
Bill Belichick will coach North Carolina next year.
Sell.
Dog?
Not a shot.
Sell, I think, because this has been a train wreck. And Mike Lombardi, by the way, is a gridiron grifter, not a gridiron genius. He's a gridiron grifter. And I think Belichick and North Carolina will find a massive buyout, much like Brian Kelly and LSU. I don't think the governor of North Carolina is going to get involved, though, in the next football head coach like at LSU.
What a mess that is in LSU. Yeah. Josh McDaniels will get a third shot at being a head coach in the NFL.
I'm going to sell, and there's no reason. I don't know why Josh McDaniels would want to do that. He's a failed head coach, and he's finding great success at what he does best is offensive coordinator. So Josh McDaniels shouldn't even apply for a head coaching job. I'm selling all the way.
Dog?
I'm going to buy because there's always a sucker born every minute, and a lot of these NFL owners, they're really bad. They're good at making money, but running these teams in terms of championships, i.e. Cleveland Browns, you never know. You never say never, but you never know.
They salivate over guys that have success with young quarterbacks. And that's what it comes out of. All right. The correct order of importance to world security.
You missed it. You missed the other one.
I'm speeding this up a little bit.
All right.
The correct order of importance to world security. Ethan Hunt, James Bond, Jack Bauer, Jack Ryan, Jason Bourne.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with my order. Number one, James Bond. James Bond is my number one. We go with James Bond. My favorite James Bond actor was Roger Moore. Ethan Hunt, Jason Bourne, Jack Bauer, and then Jack Ryan.
Dog?
Bond first, and the rest of them mix and match. Come on, it doesn't matter. Come on. He's doing this for Queen and Country. He's not doing this for money. So.
Ethan Hunt just solved the entity. I don't know how you could not put him first. Whatever the entity is, he solved it. So that has to be number one.
James Bond took out Goldfinger. Come on.
Halloween.
I don't know if he to do that.
Goldfinger. Halloween is a better holiday than Easter. Goldfinger cheats at golf.
Halloween is a better holiday than Easter?
Yes.
No, I'm selling. I'm not a Halloween guy. I like Easter.
Dog?
Halloween. It's in October. The weather's starting. I like the fall. I mean, not as much as I like the summer, but I like the fall, whereas the spring, it's still a little cold out because Easter, by the way, changes. It can be either April or May, whereas October 31st is October 31st.
Two more. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is the best candy ever made.
I'm buying all the way. I love him.
Sell. I'm going to take Three Musketeers.
Last one. God. Mike will win this year's NFL picks.
It's an easy sell. Not a chance, Mike. You're going to be buying us lunch again.
Dog?
Sell. Me. I'm going to come up in the end.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.